Hello YouTube, this is a live reaction video for The Arrow Season 4 Episode 3 titled Restoration. Right now it opens up to a scene with Diggle is in a forest area chasing down the syndicate hive. This guy look awesome now with his mask. It just added extra layer to his character and his persona when he go out there on the field with the rest of the Arrow team. It makes him look like epic. One thing I like to point out about this show is that if you're not a fan of this show, you need to be a fan, because even though this is a television show, it has its awesome fight scenes, gun scenes. Last season a lot of sword playing, but this show is awesome. I mean, when I first started watching it, I ain't expect it to be this awesome, but it's awesome. So right now the Green Arrow comes on his motorcycle to help Diggle, and they jump in, and Felicity's playing Overwatch from the hideout, and making sure they're both okay, and they are both okay. So right now, to let you know that you can't hear a lot of audio in the back, because I got a lot of flack from my very first episode I posted, which was, I think, from The Flash, due to copyright of the audio in the background. So I got lowered the sound a little bit more than normal. So yeah, so right now Felicity is taking control of machinery, like she hacked into machinery from the hideout, and she take control from there and helps them out also. So basically, Diggle try to interrogate somebody on the field at that moment. Where's Hive? Who's Hive? Where's their location? One thing I don't like about his helmet is that the visor, the clear visor, covers his face. Like, that's the only part I didn't like. So we cut right back. We cut to a new scene, this scene right here, back at the palace with Ra's al Ghul. Palace is at the League of Shadows. Ra's al Ghul's daughter. They what's her name? Tissa. I forgot I'm not. You know these people's name, but when you think of these people's name, you just forget. But Merlyn, Merlyn, I say Merlyn, not Merlyn, I forgot these people's name. Next time I'll take your head off. But wow. Tissa. Oh wow.
You took her life away from her. It is your obligation to bring her back. I have no obligations in this house. You don't get to walk.
Tissa. What's his name? Merlyn?
Thanks to you.
Tissa.
Hasn't been done in ages past. Even then, only in legend. That's why I did not offer apologies to save Sara after she fell. Even if Sara went into the pit, even if it worked, what came out of the pit would not be Sara. Laurel, I am sorry.
Malcolm, Merlyn, and I'm trying to find that girl. She not up here.
Okay, I know that was kind of a buzz, but wasn't it fun having the original team Arrow back together? You should have.
Are those one of the ghosts? Or they have decided capsules?
Looks like an upper left bicuspid. There was a very brief time where I envisioned a future for myself as a dental hygienist.
The best lead we've gotten in the last 3 months.
It'll take the DNA
Nyssa.
for a little bit of time, so I was thinking margarita.
Yeah, so this is a live reaction video for The Arrow Season 4 Episode 3 titled Restoration. And right now it leads off from the last episode, episode 2, when they open up the grave of the Black Canary, and they're gonna take the body of Black Canary back to Restortaion old palace to be resurrected in the Lazarus pit. Hopefully it works. If it not, we'll see what happens. But right now it's a live reaction as we watch it on TV live. So right now we see Diggle is chasing some two guys in a wooded area, forest area, running on logs, and he got that face mask, which look awesome. Felicity's playing Overwatch. If you don't know what Overwatch is, basically playing backup from another place. Basically giving backup, not recon, but giving them backup, and help from other places. Like when I mean backup, it's like, well, she hack into things like cameras and things like that to watch them, to help them out. Turn this way, turn that way. So right now we enter Oliver, the Green Arrow, on his motorcycle. He's riding on the logs, and wow, bro. If you don't like to watch Arrow, this show's awesome, because even though it has its like little cheesy television stunts, whatever, but I mean it's television. It's not a mega blockbuster, mega multi-million-dollar film. This is television, bro, and it looked awesome. So it has a lot of gun action scenes. Last season had a lot of sword play scenes. So the Arrow is awesome. So right now, they beat the two guys, Oliver and Diggle. One thing I like about Diggle, his new face mask, is that the visor cuts his eyes. I would like it for the visor could go up automatically by him, like by him doing something, like go up, whatever. So right now, Diggle's interrogating somebody and pulled their tooth out. The guy just basically electric charged Diggle off him, and Diggle fell. And the Arrow comes back into the scene, helps him up, and everything. So Diggle's not happy with what just happened. So right now they get a close shot of Diggle's face helmet. I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of the structure, but not a fan of the visor. The visor, when you close up to his face, it comes up so you can see his eyes. Okay, right now it cuts back to another scene at Restortaion Palace with Malcolm, Merlyn, and Nyssa. They doing a little sword play practice. The fight scenes is awesome, bro. I like the fight scenes. I like the fight scenes. So, what? Wait. Okay, he got cut in his neck. So he took water from the pit and rubbed it against it, and it healed his marking. So we know that it heals markings like cuts, and it also brings people back to life. So Speedy and Laurel, the Black Canary, comes into the palace. Laura asks him to bring her sister back to life. Malcolm, right? How can you walk in a palace and demand and shit? Like, come on, man.
What you were asking for hasn't been done in ages past. Even then, only in legend.
Which is why I did not ask my father to use the pit to save Sara after she fell.
Even if Sara went into the pit, even if it worked.
He basically said that, that she been dead for a long time, and it hasn't been ages since someone came back to life when they've been dead that long. And wow. But we all know she's gonna come back to life because she's in Legends tomorrow, so it's just a matter of time in this episode until they try to bring her back. Wow. Felicity's optimistic for the Team Arrow to be united as a team fully, like how they used to be. But I don't think Dig was feeling it, like the magic. So They trying to go hang out.
What do you say?
I don't think so.
It was just the three of us.
I don't think so.
We got family to get back to.
They want Diggle to hang out with each other. They want Diggle to hang out as the three amigos like they used to. But Diggle's like, nah, bro. I got a family. Like, I got a family to go to. I got a wife and kid waiting at home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm risking my life as a vigilante at nighttime. But, yo, I'm going to spend time with my family. Fuck that. So it cuts back to the flashback where we left off back on the island, like last week. Barry the Flash. Oliver cut that damn wig off, so he got his natural hair. No more wig, no more prosthetic wig. So he's watching this lady in the field picking flowers. So they got somebody running from the fields. They not one of the guys, the militia, the mercenaries knocked the guy out. So now we come back into the present. Diggle enters his apartment.
Definitely not someone who deserves to be shot. Your wife and kid are
Diggle walks into his apartment. His door's open. He sees this character and this guy. Okay, so this guy that was in his home looking out the window was Argus, a member of Argus.
Because, well, favors aren't exactly at the top of my to-do list.
He give Diggle a envelope, I guess, to give to his wife, Mia Fayad.
Well, it's the best part. TSA flight were coming in last night. It's a win for Markovia.
Basically, Diggle or his wife just got a mission. Okay. Okay. So it cuts to Damien Dark. I just like his swag. Like, I think he gonna be a good ass villain for this season.
Your partner's in here and asked me to take steps.
You don't exactly look like a problem solver. What do you do? Play cards? Mostly.
Perhaps it is.
So Mia Fayed is associates with Damien Dark, and I guess looks like the villain for the episode, the guy with the cards. He's going to demonstrate his ability for Damien and Mia Fayed. So we're going to see what he can do. So like he took off the cards off him and threw it at the guy and killed him.
Taking out the Green Arrow and his friends? That'll cost.
So basically, he just Damien Dark just hired that guy to take out the arrow. So we know it's not a he's not a the arrow's not a person you can take out that easy. So right now, the show with the commercial, I just muted my TV. The problem is that you can hear a lot of the audio in the back. Is that YouTube has flagged one of my first videos that I did live reaction for the Flash 4. So basically, I got a quarter minor copy infringement for that video. So I have to keep a lot of audio, because that first video I posted had a lot of audio in the background. You can hear it. So yeah, so the show went to commercial, and I will come back and continue the video after the show come back on from commercial. Yeah, so we back with a live reaction, season 4 of The Arrow, episode 3, titled Restortaion. And the scene opens back up from commercial break Nyssa is talking to Laurel.
The pit gave my father a long life. Longer than what was natural and much longer than he deserved.
And she's basically telling him that what the pit did to her father, the pit gave Ra's al Ghul a natural life, but extended a life that was unnatural. If you supposed to die, you supposed to die, not be resurrected by something like that, you know. So basically, like, you know, she basically telling that, you know, if she's resurrected, you don't know what she could be, what she'll be, and how she'll be, you know. So Laura fixed on bringing her sister back. Is fixed on it.
I'm not doing this out of love. You're doing this out of grief. I miss Sara too, but she is gone.
I think Laura is doing it. She said, Nyssa said she's doing it out of grief, not out of love. I think she's being selfish too, because Nyssa loved her. You would think Nyssa, since she was her lover, she'll bring her back even quicker. But Nyssa know that not be selfish, let her rest in peace. She died, let her rest in peace. So if I truly love her, I'll let her die. But I think Laura has other intentions, other motives to bring her sister Sara back to life.
I got a new bus, and I still have no idea what the hell is going on here. This DNA has half.
So back in the first scene when the show opened up, Diggle tackled the guy. He pulled the tooth out of the guy's mouth and gave it to Felicity. So Felicity trying to do some recon background check on that tooth. I guess back in it's maybe some dental records. Track down that guy, and maybe that guy, you know, the mercenary that works for the syndicate, you know, hive. They could lead back to somebody in charge. So Diggle's on is taking out a scene. Mia Faid, and he's, you know, staking out the place.
John's still not answering his phone.
I'll be fine.
Still, I don't like you going out there without backup.
I'm not. I have you.
So Diggle didn't pick up the phone. So Arrow's about to head out to the same place where Diggle is. So he cuts back to the island, and they drag in a prisoner that tried to do escape back into the field where they picking flowers and.
We got a problem. Some slabs missing. A whole cake.
Well, it was just a distraction. Yeah, dude, did it? Alright, then. Round him up!
So something happened. I didn't catch it. I didn't catch what happened, but basically, what I caught the end of it, whatever just happened, the guy running off was a diversion, to do the main thing. So it cuts back to Arrow. He sees two bodies. He jumped from the ceiling. There's two bodies, and the guy with the cards showed up.
Thanks for coming, by the way. This plan wasn't sure it would work, but I knew you couldn't turn down a good old...
So maybe I could find out his name instead of calling him two cards. Some of the villains in the show, the local villains, every episode villains, I'll call it local villains. Some of the villains they make up. They're not original comic book hero villains. They, TV based, made up from the producers and the writers, because you can't have every villain for every episode in, TV. So there was one guy behind Diggle while he was scoping out the place. Diggle tackled that guy. It brought some attention to him, so Diggle tried to shoot at the suspect, and it didn't work out. They started shooting back, so it cuts back to right now. Arrow fighting the guy with the cards. He's not good at close combat. He's a long range, maybe mid range, long range attacker. Diggle giving them work, man. Shooting them guns, man. Shooting that. I don't understand how all those automatic semi bullets or automatic bullets not hitting Diggle. especially ricocheting off metal. So Arrow escaped. Ooh, the car hit his flesh. That shit must have hurt. So the scene exit with Oliver getting his ass kicked. The guy just throwing cards, and he escapes. Mia Fayed escapes from Diggle, so I guess they might regroup back at the hideout. And I will cut this video. I will come back after come back from a commercial break, and this is a live reaction video for the Arrow season 4, episode 3. Hello, we open back up from the commercial break. Right now, Thea's on a balcony, and her father Malcolm Merlyn come out, start talking to her, and she basically asked him what's going on with me. I'm having side effects of being resurrected from the Lazarus pit. So basically, wow. As I'm trying to record this video, I'm trying to listen to. That's why I took one of my things out. He basically saying that she asked him what's wrong with me. Basically, her being resurrected, one of the drawbacks is that she having, I don't know, is a supernatural craving, is making her want to hurt people and kill people. So he basically said, give in to the craving. The craving will stop. I mean, she having like rage pains in her head. She want to kill and kill. She basically saying, just give in, kill, and it should, you know, subside for the moment. Basically, a life for life. You gotta kill. It's like I don't know the word, but basically, to bring down the craven, you gotta kill because you was brought back to life. So I guess it's like a win for a win or something like that. It's hard for me to explain, but
Turns out Central City is missing one. And Jeremy tells Cisco says we should call him Double Down, which doesn't exactly make sense since he was
oh,
to the drug house.
got it. So Cisco from Central City just nicknamed this guy.
It is not a long story. It is the shortest story.
And okay, sorry, real quick. From the balcony scene up now, they leave the balcony scene. They're back at the Arrow Cave. Diggle's there.
Till now, because I was hoping that this
Felicity there, taking you know, helping
without assistance. Turns out
Diggle.
this is the part where
Okay, so they helping Diggle.
you nearly got killed out there tonight.
Felicity's helping, Oliver heal up, and basically Cisco just named the guy Double Down, so his name Double Down now.
You have resolved your issues.
So basically Felicity said that, you know, this will never happen. Your incident will never happen if y'all been working together like y'all should be.
I'm going to take this to a guy at Palmer Tech to find out how someone who take the medic turns tattoos into lethal weapons.
Maybe Double Down, he's a metahuman, but I don't think you can always. I think metahuman is their way, is they key into the universe of people with powers or supernatural. So Felicity left the scene, and Diggle and Oliver gotta talk. They're forced to talk now.
It's been months, man. And I don't know how many.
I don't like seeing them like this, cause they from day one they was brothers.
I don't know how to move forward with this. Us doing what we do. We've worked fine since I got back. We got lucky.
Diggle still hold a grudge what happened to season 3. Oliver put his wife and kid in danger.
I don't know if I would do that.
I'd be fucking mad too.
Which means that even when we're out there, we are not out there together. Cross the line, man. And the fact that you could do that again sits in the back of my head. So I get it.
He basically said that, you know, we're out there together, but we're not together like we used to be, synchronized.
Is why you won't give me a chance to earn it back.
Diggle said that, you know, I'm scared that you did it one time, that you could do it again, like betray me and put my family at risk again.
You think this matter tonight is connected to Dark?
So, and basically said, Oliver said, you just gotta give me a chance. Let me earn your trust back. So hopefully, towards the end of this video, they come up with some resolution and it works out.
Someplace where I'm gonna try to trust you again.
So Diggle just gave him a chance to earn back his trust. Hopefully it works. And they leave the hideout, and it cuts back to flashback, back to from the island. So one of the head mercenary guys got the people on their knees, want to know who stole the product. The product was something someone stole, and the guy was running was a distraction. So either you tell me who stole the product, I'm gonna start killing your guys. So we killed one guy, dead. So he got another guy on his knees. I'm gonna kill him too, basically. So Oliver is trying to tell him something. Maybe he'll find a way to get the answer out of them. So it cuts back to Palmer Tech.
What do you want to say when your CEO walks into a room?
Okay, well, you know about Felicity. When she walks into the room, she's Felicity CEO. That's one of her names. Felicity CEO / Overwatcher / Hot Babe.
Ooh, that's impressive and fast. How much would they sell for?
$100,000.
One of the tech guys that she's in the scene with, I don't know his name, but Mr. Terrific or Mr. Perfect, I think his name is. But in the comic book, he's one of the 3 smartest men on Mr. Terrific. Oh, right there was the Easter egg with he had a little ball, maybe made out of silver or platinum. He had a T on it. His name Mr. Terrific or Mr. Perfect, something like that. He's one of the 3 smartest people on Earth.
Strange. These edges doesn't look mass manufactured. Where'd you find it?
Casino.
You gamble?
Oh yeah, all the time.
So she took the card that he got back from the fight with Oliver to him
Check it for evidence of
to analyze to see if he can get anything out of it.
like you play poker.
I will check back in on you later.
Oh no, Mrs. Smoke, there's no such thing as an outside flush in poker.
Probably why I lost.
So they had a little fun conversation,
2 years ago, we got Lila out of that prison.
and they leave the scene.
Lawton told me
It-
that my brother was not collateral damage in that
They entered the scene back into Diggle's apartment,
organization called Hive.
and Diggle talking about his brother.
React when I said that Ross called Dark's men a hive of operatives. Mm-hmm.
So I guess he gonna be telling that he been hunting Hive for the longest. Oh man.
Last page. That woman hired Lawton to kill my brother. And I'm betting she has that medic that tries to take you.
Wow. So we find out Mia Farhan has something to do with Diggle's brother death, and she's associated with the Hive and Damien Dark.
Oliver, that's my first legitimate lead.
So that woman
I have to find her.
that woman is one of Diggle's first leads in a long time. So
One, against my objections, and only because my associates are anxious to progress to phase 3.
Double Down is back at the headquarters
Lecture me about
with Dark.
particularly the same night.
I like Damien's presence. He has like
Good men in the name
of
you.
he has like a little he has a presence of
I think I require another demonstration.
like he's scared people, he's demanding, he's like he takes the room, like, you know what I mean? Everyone when he takes the room, like his swag on screen look like he's the top dog. There's something about him, I don't know. So Double Down tried to throw a card at him.
What are you? Miss Fayad, many members of Hive, they consider me to be a charlatan.
So
But this
we witness
is a parlor trick.
Damien Dark powers. He's like, oh my god, he just killed Mia Faid. He has a type of he has some type of levitation or psychic powers. Double Down threw a card at him. He caught the card. He's spinning the card in his hand. He started telling him that he worked for Hive, blah blah blah. Hive don't tolerate bullshit. He threw the card at me if I ain't cut a throat. Pulled the card out with his powers, flicking around again. Threw it at his neck. At Damien, Double Down's neck. He said, don't do it again. Basically, and that scene ends. We open to the two guys. Wow. We open to a scene with Thea in her bedroom. Malcolm Merlyn. It goes back to what they were saying. You gotta give in to your craving of 2 deaths. And Malcolm Merlyn just gave her 2 bodies to kill.
There is no stage. There is no cure.
There never was.
He basically just gave her 2 bodies to kill, and
You will be compelled to kill until you've slain the one.
and
But I can't. Okay, Ross is already dead.
And the only way to cope is to indulge the bloodlust on others.
wow. He gave her 2 bodies to kill, but the craven's still inside. She said that it won't stop craving. The person that's supposed to kill is Ra's al Ghul, but he's dead. So to continue to urge that craven basically to keep the craving down, you gotta keep killing. So damn, I don't know how that's gonna play out. But it goes to commercial. I will come back. We'll come back from commercial. We'll continue on the live reaction video of Arrow season 4, episode 3, titled Restortaion.
Maybe like your boyfriend.
You're supposed
So right now we back from commercial break, and they back at the headquarters, and they trying to track down Mia Faid, Felicity.
to best thing. For her cell phone, or at least the one that followed her through airport security on the way to start.
Basically, they picked it up from cell tower of
Redmond and
her cell phone. They're gonna track her down right now. Flashback. Oliver's torturing one of the guys.
Learned it here. 3 years on this island. And it hurt every way you can imagine. I know what kills. I know what cripples. What just hurts.
He basically said he been on the island for 3 years. He knows the ins and out and of everything. Torture. He been tortured. So wow.
The prisoners are hurt. I wanted to give them something for the pain.
Where's the slam now?
So Nyssa.
So the head woman runs up and tells the head guy what he wants to hear. Oliver just said, don't kill her. We need her. Basically. Barely. So,
Take her someplace. They'll never find the body.
so Oliver is gonna either save the girl or kill the girl.
Alright, take her.
The guy, Oliver, is tortured. The guy's out. He's like knocked out or whatever. Opens back up to the present. Laurel and Thea.
It was a mistake to come here.
Thea.
Stay the hell away from me. Thea, what's wrong? He's not gonna help Sarah, and he's not gonna help me.
Thea.
Don't talk to me.
I was only trying to help you.
Help me. It's funny on more than a few levels.
He was like, I'm trying to help you. I gave you 2 people to kill.
Why I am like this in the first place.
I know.
I will not kill people. I won't. Stay out of my life. The hell away from me.
Laurel just looks so fucking sexy, bro. So Laurel just standing there. She look fucking sexy, bro.
Let me prove it to you.
How?
I am responsible for Sarah's death. Yet I have the means to make it right, or at least try to.
You think
So they're gonna use the Lazarus pit
knowing what that pit is
for Laurel.
I would let that happen to Sarah?
I think if you
They use the Lazarus pit on Sara.
you would offer the same to Sarah.
What are you saying?
So
That I am willing to heal my daughter's conscience by restoring your sister's life.
I think she's gonna be fucking whacked out crazy on the Legend tomorrow. She been dead.
Sarah's body for this ceremony.
I think she been dead. I think she been dead more than a year, less than a year. Yo, Laurel just looks so sexy, bro. So now they
Still getting a ping off his spy on his cell phone.
so they tracking down the girl's cell phone into a warehouse. But she's dead though, so okay, now we've got it. The visor do open up like it does open up. It just did it just now, so that's what I was really hoping and did. So now we know.
Last chance.
So Diggle was mad. His last chance to find out some answers about his brother's death.
It's mine.
It's not your fault. It's mine.
This forever ago.
Mm.
If you wouldn't have gotten away from me earlier, we'll be alive enough now for some answers. We're gonna get answers. I haven't been able to get answers for more than 2 years now.
He's mad that he's been frustrated. He couldn't find any answer in the last 2 years,
You've been doing this so long.
and out of it is basically showing him that you're not gonna be here alone. You will get the answer that you want. So Felicity back at the lab, and
Take a look at your phone for you, Miss Phone?
I think we've reached the point in our working relationship where you can call me Felicity.
Have you ever considered how ironic your name is?
Wow.
Felicity refers to the ability to find appropriate expression for one's thoughts, which is not exactly something you're particularly good at.
Yeah, you're right. Let's stick with this smoke. Any luck on our plane?
so Felicity and Mr. Terrific. I don't know his guy name. I'm gonna find out. So next week episode or during commercial break, I want to keep calling Mr. Terrific.
The responsible thing to do would be
So right now they trying to figure out what the ability is, or they probably figured out already.
I did tell you the truth. I did. Now, tracking the owner?
You see this ink here, for lack of a better word, it's magnetite, which is the key component to tattooing.
You don't say.
I do. I'll also say that magnetite happens to guide the internal compass of birds, specifically honeybees.
So they find out how the tattoo work, how the card works,
Theoretically, though,
and
your hypothetical poker opponent has a deck full of these cards, he'll probably be able to find you faster.
Curtis, we have to.
oh wow.
I'm gonna make you two a deal. First one to tell me where you can find the green arrow gets to live.
So the
I have a better idea.
So the card was like a locator, and he tracked down the card, and he trying to kill him. So right now, Felicity and the guy escaped in this secret elevator.
Okay, obviously there's a very long explanation to this.
So
When I work with the Green Arrow, this man is trying to kill me. Well, honestly, sorry. And I'm taking a step with the only place that we're going to see. The lobby? Not exactly.
so the hideout, I think, is in a building with. Oh my! Wow! How the hell did he find the secret lair? That's so stupid. How did he find it? It's a secret lair, and Felicity take an elevator down there. How did he find it? And no one else can find it. That's so crazy, bro. So Felicity got a gun in the lab that she's shooting reckless. Everyone's running scared. It didn't make no sense. She's shooting in the air instead of shooting down at the guy. So the guy double down, just throwing cards at her. She's fucking ridiculous. A bullet hits him. He runs. And the scene ends. The guy's on the ground. Terrific is on the ground, and she's basically trying to help him. And so the show went to commercial break, and I will go to commercial break and be right back. Yeah, so we come back from commercial break. Oliver and Diggle comes back into the hideout. He basically said that, what happened? We got attacked. You handled it? Yeah, we did. So they basically found out who was the guy, the cards, and they're checking him down. They're checking the guy down with the sample from the card from his tattoos. So they're tracking him down with that. Wow. So right now it's the restoration scene with Sara. Sarah's about to go in the pit. And Nyssa just showed up. He begs her, don't resurrect her. Now, this show right here, by them doing this, they enter a phase with now more supernatural now, because they bring someone back to life more than a year or less than a year. Thea was dead maybe a couple of days, maybe a week. So let's see if it works. Sara, the first version of Black Canary.
What's wrong?
I told you. The pit has never been used for...
No, wait. Look.
Oh, Sara. Oh my God. She came back to life. She jumps out. Whew, shit. She jumps out with, and she's trying to, I don't know, she's trying to attack Thea and Laurel. That's not good, bro. They resurrected her. They should let her at peace. So we see that. We see a banner for Ray Palmer. So I think maybe at the end of this episode we'll find out what happened to Roy. I mean, not Roy. Ray Palmer. The Atom. So they track down, double down, Diggle and Oliver. I like how that they got the Green Arrow voice, that deep voice, so natural. Wow. Double down through a card at Diggle, and Oliver jumps in. He takes the card. He takes basically the bullet, and Diggle just. The visor open up. I love that visor. Now, earlier in my video, I was saying I don't like the visor. Blah blah blah. The visor sucks. The helmet sucks. He said, "You took a bullet from me." So we now figured that double down is a metahuman. So they classify him as a metahuman. So right now they're showing the commercial. I will go to a commercial and I will come back. This is the Arrow season 4, episode 3, titled Restoration. So the last couple of minutes of this the episode ends. I mean, not ends, but comes back from commercial break, where they add maybe like a little hangout. They're drinking beers, and they're talking about Malcolm. They're talking about starting out Damien and Double Down, and
It's not a secret. It's a surprise.
you know, so they talking about that scene. One thing I like to see when it comes to these villains, that you have B level, C level villains, not always the class A and S level villains characters, because at the end of the day, you keep doing level class S and A villains, the show get corny and whack. So it cuts back to a flashback. Oliver trying to escort the lady out of safety, and one of the mercenaries trying to follow them. He get blown up from a landmine, and he said, "Do you trust me, or are we both dead?" So he's trying to lead her to safety. She might play a big part in next week's episode within the flashback.
You okay?
Well, the only thing moving is my workspace. Oh, and Mr. Dennis asked, please just tell him that all this happened because an experiment I was running.
I know the ladies of Flash and the Arrow love coming to work, playing dressed up, all these costumes they wear, accessories, getting their hair done for free, brushed, pulled back in a ponytail. I know they love it.
I came to Palmer Tech so I can help make the city a better place.
I'm gonna find out his name in the show. His name is not Mr. Terrific. I don't think right now, but I think I'm gonna find out his real name. I should have did it during a commercial break, but I was doing something else. But someone's been texting her in this cryptic code. I think it's Ray. It was like the Matrix code, but blue, and it came across Felicity. So it comes back to the Ra's al Ghul Palace.
He's gonna be so happy when he sees you. Laurel? It's fine.
The scene with Sara.
Laurel, we are in uncharted waters here.
So right now,
I suggest
they see Sara, Laurel, Thea, Malcolm is in the scene.
My liege, something has happened.
So right now they leave Sara by herself. She's chained up and she's trying to get out. I think she poisoned the water.
My father was not a trusting man. He devised a means to destroy the pit should his powers fall into the wrong hands.
I think Nyssa destroyed the pit.
How can you even look at your sister and ask me that? One day I will have my moment, and I will kill you. And now when I do, there will be no coming back.
Uh-oh.
Take her.
I warned you, Laurel. I begged you. What happened to Sara last year was on Malcolm's hands. But what's happening to her now is on yours.
Nyssa just basically said, I warned you, Laura, not to bring your sister back, and anything going forward is now your fault. It's because of you. So right now, Nyssa took out the Lazarus pit out of play. There's no more bringing people back. No more bringing people back to life no more. The pit has been done. The pit is done, so no more bringing people back to life. Now, the show ended. The episode ended. Now, we might get a promo for next week.
I swore that I would never keep secrets from you again.
I need your help. My daughter is not mine.
the man that Nyssa is talking to is standing target.
Wow. You look like your daughter, but she doesn't possess her soul. Sorry, baby, that your daughter.
Wow. Alright, real quick of the promo for next week. The promo shows Laurel bringing Lance, her father, Captain Lance, to like a basement, and Sarah's chained up. I told you I would never keep secrets from you. That's what she said to her father, and Lance find out Sarah's alive. Lance go to Damien to get some help, saying my daughter's not right. He basically said, your daughter's not right. She doesn't have a soul, or the soul's not in her. And basically, what the promo shows that Damien sent Lance to kill her, and that's when it leads off. So, going back real quick, look like the Lazarus pit's out of play. Nyssa took it out of play. She destroyed it by putting some type of. So she had a vials, little chemical thing right there. So it's out of play. It's done. So hopefully, we going forward. No more bringing people back to life. Going forward, is that. There was somebody on YouTube I follow on YouTube. Emergency Awesome, and one of his videos was talking about how damn, I forgot the guy name. The guy from the NBC show. I can't even think of the name. Constantine. Constantine will come in the show and he will play some supernatural things on the show too. But they did the episode bringing Laurel Sara back to life without Constantine. So Constantine will he might come in next week's episode of the week after. He might do some exorcism, some type of spell to bring her to her senses a little bit. So hopefully where we going with that shows off with that, because they did say they're gonna bring Constantine. Since that show has been canceled, what they established in those episodes they made, he's established in the DC television universe with Arrow and the Flash and maybe Supergirl. So we might see Constantine on the next episode or the episode after that. So stay tuned for that. Thank you very much. This was been a live reaction video for season 4, episode 3, titled Restoration for the Arrow. Next week's episode, I will do a live commentary for that, live reaction video commentary for that. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching my video. Appreciate it. Peace.